I slip and fall, and I am hanging on for dear life to this fucking branch. What's up, you guys? Today I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be telling y'all a story time about how we almost died. And by we, I mean me, my cousin, and a couple of her friends. It was so fucking crazy. All right, y'all, so this story takes place back a few years. So the start or the middle of the pandemic that we're still in right now. Y'all, I thought this fucking pandemic was over. And why the fuck do I have COVID? I have COVID right now, y'all. I thought that the pandemic was over. This shit is crazy. I've had COVID for like 5 days now. So I'm at home just relaxing, and I get a phone call from my cousin, and she's like, girl, me and my boyfriend decided that we want to go river tubing. Do you and your boyfriend want to come and we can make it like a double date type of thing? And I was like, river tubing? Like, that sounds crazy. And she was like, nah, we should go, because one of her other friends, which we can name this girl Sky because she is in the story too. She was like, Sky was like, we should definitely try it because she went 2 weeks ago and it was so much fun. Like, it was a whole bunch of people there tubing down the river on their own little separate tubes. They was drinking, they was smoking, they was playing music. Like, it seemed like it was so much fun the way she was describing it. So we should definitely go. So I'm like, let's go. Like, that sounds like a lot of fun. So we hang up the phone. I go and I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to come. He was like, no. I forgot the reason that he didn't want to come. So I was like, well, I don't care because I'm still going. So I called my cousin back and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come, but it's just going to be me because my boyfriend is saying that he don't want to come. And she was like, okay, it's fine. Like, instead of it just being, you know, her boyfriend and me, then it could be she was going to invite some other people to come too. So I'm like, okay, cool. Who you inviting? And she was like, well, I'm going to see if this other girl who we're going to call her, we're going to call her and her boyfriend Whitney and Bobby, because they was on that stuff. Which I did not know at the time. Y'all, I had no fucking idea, but it is important for the story. So Whitney and Bobby were going to come, and then she also invited Sky because Sky has been there before, which I did not mind if Sky came because I kind of liked Sky a little bit. You know, me and Sky had a little thanky thing going on. And Sky was gay. So, you know, Sky was cool in my book. I don't care. And my cousin and her boyfriend, who we're going to call Shiesty, was also going to come. That nigga was Shiesty for real. And then for the sake of this video, because I feel like it's always a cousin in my story time. So this cousin, we're going to call her Princess. So I started getting ready for this tubing adventure we about to go on. So I'm like trying to pick out what bathing suit and cover up I'm gonna wear, and what sandals I'm gonna put on, and this and that. And I'm drinking a little wine, and I'm doing my makeup, and I'm doing my hair, y'all. I got receipts for this damn video too, because when I tell y'all it's crazy, it's real crazy. So I finally get dressed. I text my cousin to see where she wanted to meet, and she was like, oh, we're all at Sky's house, so just meet us over here. So I'm like, okay, cool. All right, so the tubing place was like an hour away from where I lived, but Sky lived 30 minutes away. So I was like, I might as well just drive over there, and then we can just all ride together, which just made more sense. So I was like, I'll just meet them at Sky's house. So I drive to Sky's house after I get dressed. And when I get there, they are so fucking lit. Like, they drinking tequila, they drinking wine, they smoking, like they're having a good ass time. And when I get there, I'm like, damn, I need to catch up. So I'm taking a couple shots of tequila, and they're like, okay, we need to, you know, get the show on the road because we want to make sure we get there in time and we're not getting there right before they close. So we all pack in the car, me, Sky, sitting in the back, my cousin and her boyfriend sitting in the front, and my cousin is driving. So we start getting ready to put the place in our GPS. And why does it say that the place is closed? So Sky is like, she's the one that's looking it up on our GPS. She's like, y'all, it say the place is closed. I'm like, damn, so what we gonna do? We all dressed up in swimsuits. And so we all just start Googling, you know, places that we could go tubing other than this place, or places that we can go get some water, because we all got on swimsuits and cover-ups, and it's the pandemic, so it's not like, you know, we can go to a pool or go to white waters or some shit like that. So we just looking up we're trying to find something else to do, pretty much. I forgot exactly who looked it up, but somebody looked up the Chattanooga River and how we could just buy our own tubes and we could just float down the river. Like, a lot of people do it. It's a lot of videos and a lot of pictures online showing, you know, this is where you come, this is where you park, and then you do your own tubing adventures at your own risk. So we're like, okay, cool, that sounds like fun. We can still do that. We can still drink. We can still smoke. We can enjoy the vibes on the water. So that's what we decided to do. So we were like, we need to go find some of our own tubes to float down the river in. But before we go do all of that, we need to go to the liquor store so we can get some more tequila, because y'all, swear, it seemed like they drunk damn near the whole bottle before I got there. So it was just like a little tiny bit left by the time I got there, and we all sharing this tiny little bit. No, baby, we need another bottle, so we need to go to the liquor store. So they're like, okay, so let's go to the liquor store closest to the house, and then let's go, you know, head towards the river that we're going to, and then we can just find a place close to there, like a Walmart or something, that has the tubes. So, okay, cool, we got a plan. We go to the liquor store, we get some more tequila. I get some red wine as well to go with my tequila. I don't know why I decided to mix red wine and white tequila. That's crazy. So once we get what we need from the liquor store, we go to the Walmart that is closest to the river. We go inside this Walmart, y'all. We're searching all around this Walmart and we cannot find any tubes. Like not the floaties, but like the inflatable heavy duty type of tubes that you need to row down a river or float down a river. We can't find them. So then we leave that Walmart, and it's another Walmart like 20 minutes away. So we're like, well, we might as well go to that Walmart instead and see if they got them. So we drive 20 minutes away to go to this other Walmart. Guess what? They ain't got no tubes either. They just have pool floaties. So we're like, they're so close to the river. How do they not have like heavy duty, you know, tubes? But fuck it. At this point, we gonna get these pool floaties and we gonna call it a day. So we end up getting, you know, the inflatable pool floaties you put around your body, or you just like lay back and float and relax on the pool water. Like it's just meant for the pool. It is what it is. My cousin Princess and her boyfriend, they, you know, booed up like this while they walking through Walmart picking out cute stuff. Oh, look at this, they're so cute. And me and Sky walking together too, and it's feeling real coupley a little bit. What had happened was, y'all, like a couple of days before this whole ordeal, secretly, me and Sky did something strange. That's a whole nother story time that I ain't gonna get into. But it was given like, it was given gay. So while my cousin and her boyfriend picking out, you know, little stuff in Walmart, me and Sky kind of walking through picking out stuff too. She like, I'm about to get me some of these water shoes. You want me to get you some too? And I was like, oh, yeah, I would, because, you know, I got these sandals on. I kind of want to wear some water shoes instead. She was like, I'll buy them. You ain't got to worry about it. And I'll buy your float too, you know. I'll get my float and I'll get your float. And I was like, oh, you gonna do that for me? She was like, yeah. So now we all got our little pool floaties, and we got the little inflator to inflate the floaties. And then we have our swimming shoes and all the stuff that we need. So we head back to the river, where we get into the parking lot and we see like a whole bunch of people with their heavy duty floats, and a lot of people are walking back to their cars. Like, this parking lot is full, but it's a lot of people walking back to their cars to like deflate their floats and then put them in their car and they leave. It's a few people who are arriving at the same time as us that are actually getting ready to go onto the river. So we're not thinking anything of it. We still drinking tequila. we don't even know how to inflate our floats, because at this point, we got the little inflator that plugs into the wall, y'all. We're in a car. How we plan on inflating floats with this inflator that plugs into the wall? I have no idea, but we drinking tequila. We drinking wine. We having a good time. Like, I'm gonna insert a video right here of what the hell we had going on. We don't know how we're gonna inflate these floats. We're definitely not about to do it by mouth. It's too much air that we would have to use. It would take too much time to blow these pool floats up by mouth. So we just decided that we're going to call Whitney and Bobby, since they're not here, to see if they could either stop and get one or see if they already have one. So my cousin calls Whitney and Bobby, and she's like, do you have a pool float inflator? And they're like, no, we don't, but if you have one that plugs into the wall, which we did, then you can just plug it into the truck, because it takes sockets or plugs. It has a socket for your plugs. So, okay, cool. We're like, that's perfect. When are y'all gonna get here? And they're like, we're 10 minutes away. So cool. For this 10 minutes, we just vibing, we're drinking, we're listening to music, they're smoking. What I did not know was that Whitney and Bobby, before they got there, did that stuff. And, you know, if you do that stuff, that's fine. I ain't judging you, but I'm just saying, like, they did that stuff. And it's important in the story. But I also did not know that Shiesty did that stuff. So all three of them, Whitney, Bobby, and Shiesty, are higher than a kite, not only off of weed, but off of that stuff. And it was drinking tequila. And it was drinking red wine. So it's like they had a whole ball of things that they were partaking in that really did affect like their judgment. But it's very important in the story. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it. So Whitney and Bobby finally pull up into the parking lot. Shiesty gets out of the car and goes with Bobby, and Whitney gets into the car with us, and like we're still taking shots, listening to music, we having a good time. The guys finally get the pool floats blown up, and we all grab our floats. We put some tequila in a water bottle, because we ain't just want to be rolling down the river with a whole bottle of tequila in our hand. I grabbed me my Sweet Reds, little mini bottles, the little 4-packs, and we all head to the water. So y'all, as we walk into this water, it's like a little trail that we got to go down, and this is what it looks like as we're walking up. And then we get to the river, and we looking around, and everybody has these big heavy duty tubes. Like it's like a real thick rubber material that they were using, versus these little see-through, almost thin pool floaties that we were using. And we were like, y'all, this is not gonna work. Like, this looks so dangerous to be using pool floats for. Like I said, we got pool floats that have unicorns on them. We got the type of pool floats that you lay in the pool on. And we're looking at these white people in the water, because that's what it was, a whole bunch of white people in the water with these big heavy duty floats. So we like, nah, that's not gonna work. So we're not even gonna chance it at this point. We're just like, let's just take these floaties back to the car. We're gonna have to figure out something else to do, because yeah, this don't seem safe. So we get back to the car, we deflate these floats. Sky is looking on her phone, and she's like, y'all, there's a Dick's Sporting Good right up the street. We can just go there and we can just buy, you know, new floats. I'm like, y'all bitches must got money, because how we just gonna say fuck these floats we just bought and let's go get some more floats, some more expensive floats? I don't care. My intoxicated ass don't care. So I'm just like, let's go to Dick's. So we go to Dick's, and we find the actual floats that we needed, y'all. The heavy duty, like tubing floats that's actually for water sports. So we get those. Everybody get their own individual one. And then Sky is like talking to me. She's saying, do you want to get one that we can ride in together? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. So me and Sky get one that we can like float down the river together, and everybody else get their single tubes. Then we decide to get some heavy duty rope too, so we can tie all the tubes together, so we float down the river together instead of like all being separated. So y'all, by the time we leave Dick's, the sun is still out, but it's definitely not the middle of the day anymore. So we have wasted at least a good 3 hours going to all these different stores, trying to inflate these floats and deflate and then re-inflate these floats when we get back to the parking lot where the river is. So time is really just like ticking away at this point. The sun is still out, but you can tell it's not going down yet, but it's gonna go down eventually, like real soon, at least in the next like hour or two. So when we get there, we hurry up and inflate the floats, and we're like, okay, this is it. This is make it or break it time. So we go get on the water, y'all. And when we get in the water, it's cool. It's a whole vibe. Like we sitting there floating, passing ducks. We passing water bottles. We passing signs that say hazardous area up ahead. We passing all types of stuff. What we not passing is other people on the river with us. We the only fools in this river floating down stream. So the current is still real slow and nice and steady, so it doesn't seem dangerous. Like, we having a good ass time. The vibes are great. We got music playing, we smoking, we drinking, we talking, we laughing. At one point, Shiesty says that he needs to pee, so he hops off of his float. Y'all, this water is kind of like shallow. It's not really that deep. It's at least a good 3, maybe 4 feet. So when he dives, y'all, he comes back up and his finger is crooked. And he's like, y'all, I think I broke my finger. And we sitting there laughing, and we like, boy, you ain't broke your damn finger. Like, you probably just lying like you always lie. Because Shiesty used to lie a lot, y'all. His finger was crooked. And he's sitting there showing it to us, and we still sitting right there laughing like ain't shit happened. But eventually, maybe like 30 seconds later, he was totally fine. Like, we completely forgot about his finger. And that's why we thought he was lying in the first place. Because, like, boy, why you lying? So we sitting there thinking, you know, that he lying. Y'all, his finger was really broke. He went to the hospital and all the next day for a crooked finger, and they put a cast on it and everything. Like, his finger was really broke, but nobody believed him in that moment because Shiesty ass always used to be lying. So, okay, after that happens, we float down the river probably for another 10-15 minutes, and we are having a good ass time. And Bobby and Whitney are like, y'all, we need to get off the river because, you know, soon the sun is going to go down, and we don't need to be on the river when the sun goes down. So I'm like, y'all, why don't we float up the river instead of getting off right here? Because this is not an exit. There's no ramp over here. Like, what do y'all plan on doing if we get off right here? It's nothing but trees over here. I'm not about to be walking through no damn trees to get to a parking lot. We don't even know how to get back to the parking lot from here. Why would we get off right here when we can float down the river a little bit longer and get to an exit? And Bobby is like, no, we need to get off the river right here, y'all. We need to get off right here. So it's my word against Bobby's word at this point. I'm saying let's float down the river a little bit longer so we can get off on an exit ramp, or, you know, the same way we came in, there has to be another exit ramp, or at least, you know, something that looks better than this. You want to get off on the side of the river where there's woods. That don't make sense to me. So, like I said, it's my word against his. And do y'all know these niggas was not listening to me? These niggas was not listening to me. They was like, all right, let's get off right here then. Am I the only person with some sense around here? Why the hell are we getting off next to trees? Y'all, so it's like one of those situations where you either gonna get off with them or you're going to float down the river in Kai's float that you're gonna steal and just find your own exit. And at this point, it feels like one of those situations where somebody is like, if you know your friends jump off the bridge, are you gonna jump off the bridge too? And in this moment, my stupid ass was jumping off the bridge because this seemed like a stupid idea. But yet we all decided to commit to this stupid ass idea. Why the fuck is we listening to this nigga anyways when he high out of his mind and drunk off tequila? Why the fuck was we letting him be in charge? That Bobby and Whitney, we gonna let them niggas be in charge? That shit is crazy, man. Every time I think about it, I just be like, why the fuck would we listen to that nigga? So we decide to listen to this nigga. And we start pulling off to the left side of the river. And we finally get off the river. So we get out of the water and I am paying attention. I see someone walking their dog on the side, like not too far from where we are getting out of the water. So I'm like, okay, there's probably a path or something over there. So me and my cousin, we, walk over to where I noticed the guy walking his dog, but the guy wasn't there anymore. And I don't see a fucking path. So I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I ain't hallucinating. I couldn't have just seen a fucking ghost. My cousin's like, no, I seen him too. He was walking the dog. And I was like, well, where the fuck did he go? Because there isn't no path right here. It's just, it's like bushes. It's fucking a whole bunch of greenery. You really can't see nothing. It's a bunch of rocks. It looked like somebody would have to be hiking, like seriously taking a hike and stepping over and under a whole bunch of branches and all types of stuff. Like there was no path right there. So we sitting here trying to figure out where the fuck did that person and that dog come from and where the fuck did they go? Because I don't see nobody. And I honestly thought I was tripping until my cousin said, no, I seen that too. So I'm like, well, how the fuck are we going to get from over here? Because there's clearly nowhere for us to go. Y'all understand, we are drunk. I'm a tiny bit high. I smoked a little bit of weed. And my cousin, she high and drunk too. And the other niggas, they all high out of their minds because they do this stuff and drank tequila, red wine, and mixed a whole bunch of other shit in it. So why are we listening to them in the first place? I don't know. I'm real confused. I'm feeling desperate and lost. While me and my cousin are sitting there talking about how we seen this mystical person and dog, we turn around and these niggas are deflating our floats. They are deflating the floats, y'all. Letting the air out the floats. So it's given, we trapped. We turn around and we like, why are y'all deflating the floats? Why would y'all take the air out the floats? They're like, so we can carry them while we walking, back to the parking lot. And I'm like, where do you see a parking lot? Actually, where do you see a trail for us to walk through to get to the parking lot? They all take their turns going over to what we was just looking at. And they're like, damn, I don't see nothing. Like, how we gon' what, y'all? How we gon' what? How we gon' survive? I don't know, because y'all niggas deflated our floats. So it's not like we can float down the river a little bit farther to get to a ramp or exit or something, to a dock, to something better than this shit. It's fucking, why would y'all do that? Why would y'all deflate our floats, y'all? So I'm literally like, there is no other option but for us to like cross the river. I'm thinking like, what else can we do? Because I don't see anything on this side of the river, but on the other side of the river, you can see like further down, you can see like buildings. It looks like apartments or something down there. So I'm like, if we at least get to that side of the river, we can, like try to walk further down or see if there's a path that can take us over. I feel like there has to be another option over there. So we gotta at least go over there because there is nothing we can do over here. if you put all our brains together, all we gonna think is that we saw a ghost, because we can't even explain where this dog and this man went that was just walking over here. We have no idea. So we're just like, fuck it. We gotta cross the river. They deflated our floats. We have no other option but to figure something out on this side, or to go to the other side and see what the options are. So I come up with the plan that we're gonna cross the river. So before we even, everybody agrees, we're like, can everybody swim? Can everybody swim? Does everybody have skills of swimming? Are you gonna drown? Can you swim? I don't know how many other ways to ask this question. Everybody agreed that they could swim and that we should cross the river. Sun going down. This shit just turned into a scary movie. They deflated our motherfucking rafts. Okay. Bitch. I'm scared. Let me throw this out there. I love to swim. I am a water baby. Like, you can ask my cousin. Me and my sister would be outside until we turned purple in the summertime at their house, because we stay in that water sun up to sundown. My cousin love water. We some swimming ass B words, okay? So we have no problem swimming. The sun is starting to set and we are crossing this river. So when we first get into the water, it's kind of shallow. It's like at least a good 2-3 feet. We're walking over rocks, and then we start walking over these boulders that's in this shallow water too. But y'all, these boulders were like real slippery. I don't know what was on top of these boulders. I think it was like some moss or something, but it was making them so unbelievably slippery to where when you stepped on it, you were going to bust your ass regardless. So my cousin was the first one to find out how slippery they were. So she bust her ass when she get up on this boulder, and I don't even know if anybody else was laughing, but I was dying fucking laughing. I'm gonna put a video in here too so y'all can see it, but that shit of the aftermath, that shit was so funny, y'all, to me. I don't know why it was so funny. And then I look up and my cousin laughing too. Me and her are both just dying fucking laughing. And then I slip up on the boulder and we can't stop laughing. We're all falling. Everybody else that's behind us walking in the line to walk over the boulders falling, y'all. This shit is just hilarious right now. It's taking us a minute to get past, all these slippery ass boulders before we get to the real part of the river. So when we're halfway through walking over all these boulders and stuff, it's like the left side of the river was mainly shallow and a whole bunch of boulders and rocks, but the right side that we were now getting to was very deep. You could not feel the floor of the water anymore. I don't know how deep that part of the river was, but I'll tell you, it was very fucking deep. The current of the left side was very slow. It was kind of like go at your own pace. Just think about like trickling water through a whole bunch of rocks. Like the water is not fast or rushing. But over here, the other side of the river, that shit was rushing. That water was rushing real fucking fast. And so somebody was over there. I believe it was Shiesty or Sky. One of them was over there like trying to put their foot in to see just how fast this water current was. And they were like, y'all, this water over here is real fast. So like when we get in, you have to know how to swim. If you do not know how to swim, let's turn back around and go the other way, because you're not going to be able to paddle your way through this. You have to be able to really like give it all you got to get to the other side of the river. It's probably a good like maybe 10, it's a good 15, 20 feet to swim through to get to the other side where there's land. So we say it one more time. Does everybody know how to swim? Everybody is like, yes. So me being a swimmer and Princess being a swimmer, we and Sky hop in first too. So me, Sky, and Princess hop in the water current first. And we swimming, you know, the regular swim. But then I turn around on my back and I'm like, y'all, back pedal is easier because one, you're getting in air. It's not like you're over exhausting yourself. You're getting in air. You're still swimming real fast against the current to get to the other side. And if you're not a good swimmer, then backpedaling, you know, it helps you to not drown. It's easier to float when you're on your back. But I wasn't saying the float. I was saying the backpedal. So we are trying to swim to the right, just straight to the right, so that we can get to the land that's over here. But the current is pushing us straight instead of pushing us to the side. So now we're having to battle the current that is pushing us straight. So now it's like we're swimming to the land, but it's pushing us further down. So we're all swimming. You got to give it all you got to get to the land, because if it pushes you too far, you're going to miss that strip of land and you're going to be swimming down the river until you can get to some more land, or you're going to be swimming to some woods and you're going to be in the same predicament that we was just in. So we're giving it all that we got to get to this land, y'all. And I make it. Princess makes it. Sky makes it. Bobby barely makes it. And we look up and Shiesty is pretty much swimming to rescue Whitney. Whitney is drowning. Why Whitney didn't tell us she couldn't swim, we don't know. But Shiesty ends up rescuing Whitney, and he's swimming back to the land. And, you know, finally him and Whitney make it to the land. So when Whitney get up out that water, she is pissed the fuck off. Like, she is seeing red. She is so fucking mad that Bobby made it to the land and did not rescue her. But I don't think Bobby knew how to swim that well either, or maybe he wasn't paying attention. Nobody really realized that Whitney was drowning a little bit and couldn't make it to the side that we was at, besides Shiesty. Shiesty was the only one that was next to Whitney that could grab her, I guess. I don't know. Whitney was so fucking mad at Bobby that it didn't make no sense. So Whitney get out the water. She ain't saying nothing. When we get out this water, y'all, there is a couple, an older white couple, sitting in the sand, sitting in lawn beach chairs, just getting a full-on show of just black people trying to make it across the river. And they're like, oh, I ain't think y'all was gonna make it. And we just sitting there looking at them like, y'all ain't think to call somebody. You ain't think to be like, oh, your friend's drowning. Nothing. They just sitting there. All they missing is some popcorn. And they at the fucking movies watching us barely make it across this water. So they sitting there looking amused. Like, I ain't think y'all was gonna make it across. And I'm just flabbergasted, but I'm glad that we have finally made it across and everybody made it. So out of nowhere, we see these two younger looking white guys running up to where we were, and they were like, hey, y'all need some help getting out of here? And we were like, yeah, can you point us in the direction of where to go? They were like, oh, we wouldn't be able to point you. We would have to, you know, show y'all the way. And in my head, I'm like, they trying to kidnap us. They trying to take us somewhere, and they trying to, you know, take advantage of us or something. Because why they want to show us? Why you can't just point us in the right direction? Why you can't just get us started or something? Why you gotta lead the way? I don't like how that sound. That sound creepy. I ain't saying this, but in my head I'm thinking this, but I'm like, okay, it's more of us than it is of them. It's only 2 of them, and it's what, 6 of us? So, you know, we could overtake them if need be. Cause, you know, I don't know why I was thinking that them people was trying to kidnap us, but that's what was in my head. And it's now dark, y'all. It's dark. We don't know where we're going. We decide that we're gonna follow them to get us, you know, to the nearest street or away from this river, get us to the nearest parking lot or pavement, or it don't matter, baby, get me somewhere I can drive a car or call an Uber, like anything. So we're like, we're gonna follow them. Oh, I was so scared. So it's dark as hell. That's number one. It's dark as hell. We now have to turn on our phone flashlights to be able to see. I turn on my phone flashlight. These guys are walking so fucking fast in front of us. So they're leading the way, but after them, it's me, then my cousin, then Shiesty, then Whitney and Bobby in the back. So I have my phone flashlight on, and I am trying my best to keep up behind these two white guys, and they are walking so fast. They're walking up like these steep rocks, up cliffs. It's like we are hiking at this point. So we're walking up these cliffs. It is very fucking dark. That's number one. Number two, I have on water shoes. So I'm walking, but all these rocks are a little bit slippery. Number three, I'm trying to hold my flashlight and I'm trying to watch where I'm walking, but I'm also trying to watch where these two guys are going because they're walking so fast and they're just expecting us to like keep up with them. And while we're walking, we're having to like grab onto branches to like hold our hold us up because we're walking on these slippery ass rocks, but at the same time, like there's not a lot of space for us to put our feet. Like we have to walk single file line because there's a cliff. So if you aren't paying attention to what you're doing, you could fall. So y'all, we're holding on to branches. We're walking up these steep incline, cliff, boulders, rocks, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And my adrenaline was at an all-time high. Y'all, I slip and fall. And I am hanging on for dear life to this fucking branch.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
As I'm trying to follow behind them, out of nowhere, I slip and fucking fall. It was so quick, y'all. I was hanging on to save my life because when you look down, the cliff that I was hanging on was at least a good, I want to say like maybe 30 feet from the ground. And while that's not that high, there were boulders and rocks and a little bit of sand down there. So I knew that if I fell, I would have fallen and probably broke some bones. But if I would have hit my head when I fell, I would have been bleeding. And ain't no ambulance coming to the river. They was gonna have to get a helicopter and somebody was gonna have to come down off the helicopter and wrap me up and then airlift me to the fucking hospital. It was going to be bad. If I would have fallen, it would have been terrible. My cousin is freaking out. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? She's right behind me. So she's really the only person that seen me fall. And then once she starts freaking out, the two white dudes, they turn back around. They're like, oh my God, are you good? Let me help you up. And they pull me up. And I am just like, y'all, I cannot believe what we're going through right now. And my cousin and me are just dying laughing, but it's that type of laugh like I'm so over this bullshit. Why is this happening right now? I don't know why we think it's so funny when people hurt themselves, but we are sitting there dying laughing while we're still trying to follow these guys. And they're like, be careful because if you fall, like you could really, really, really get hurt. And I'm like, I really, really, really know while my life was sitting there flashing before my eyes before somebody came to grab me. So we finally get to like this opening where the trees started to like separate and you could see what looked like apartment buildings, and I was like, oh my god, y'all, we made it. And it's like one of those moments where you just want to kiss the floor, but I ain't kissed the floor. That's nasty as hell. But we get to this parking lot, y'all, and we're all so relieved. And then we just think the two white men, and they go about their business. And I was like, you know what? I knew we could have trusted them, because I knew they wasn't gonna kidnap us or nothing and sell our body parts and stuff. I just knew it. So we're in this apartment parking lot, sitting here just really thinking about what the fuck we just been through. And I'm just like, so y'all, anybody know where the parking lot is that we parked the cars? Anybody? No? So now we fucking lost. In the dark. It's now dark outside. We have on bathing suits. No towels. Just our phones and some bathing suits. So we're walking through this apartment complex, and we're like, okay, well, let's find the main road. Y'all, I swear we almost did not make it across that river. Like, we literally almost drowned. But we made it. We made it. Well, hopefully, you know, we can see, it'll all start to, like, you know, make sense when we get to the main road, because then we can be like, oh, the parking lot is that way. Like, we passed this area when we was coming in. Y'all, we got up there to the front of this parking lot. Nothing. We cannot point out a single thing that we've passed. While we sitting there trying to figure out which direction to go in, Whitney stormed past all of us and proceeds to walk towards the right. And Bobby is kind of like speed walking behind her, like, hey, slow down, Whitney, hey, trying to get her attention. She's not slowing down for shit. So we're looking at them, and we like, what the hell? She probably still mad because she almost drowned, and he didn't, you know, save her per se. So really, she should have just been happy she was saved at all, because you could have been dead. You could have drowned. But you sit here being salty because the person you wanted to save you ain't saved you. But at least somebody saved you. What? So she's storming off mad. We're looking at her like she crazy. Then Shiesty is like, well, let me you know, grab them so we don't all get split apart. So he's trying to go tell them to come back. A couple seconds pass by while me and my cousin and Sky was talking, and we don't see Shiesty coming back. Where the fuck is Shiesty? We look up the street, we don't see Shiesty, Whitney, or Bobby. So now we walking in the direction that they was walking in, and we trying to call all of them, and nobody picking up the phone. Well, we trying to call Shiesty and call Whitney, because we don't know Whitney boyfriend number, but ain't nobody answering the phone. So now it's just me, my cousin, and Sky, and we're walking down this main street in the dark with bathing suits on. It was giving Grand Theft Auto prostitute. Like, cars was blowing while we walking down the street. Like, that shit was crazy. We looked like we lost our pimp. It was so terrible. So we sitting there calling them, nobody's answering the phone. So now we talking shit. We just like, this shit crazy. How they gonna leave us? And then how Shiesty bitch ass gonna leave us to walk by ourselves, to follow behind them? So eventually, you know, we get down the street, we still don't see them. We get to an intersection, we don't see if they went straight, left, right, we don't fucking know. So now we waiting at this intersection, and we still calling, and finally Shiesty answered the phone, and he like, yeah, I'm about to be at the car. I think I know where it's at now, so I will come and get y'all when I get to the car. So we like, okay, but like, we on the side of the street by ourselves in the dark in bathing suits. So like, why the fuck would you leave? My cousin is telling Shiesty, you need to turn back around. You need to come walk with us to the car, because why would you leave us out here dark as hell in bathing suits just walking up the street by ourselves? Why wouldn't you just turn around and then we can all walk together? He was like, well, I'm almost at the car, so I'll come and get y'all once I get the car. And now my cousin's pissed off and she arguing on the phone with Shiesty. Sky is like, I'm finna call my boyfriend to come and pick us up because he lived down the street. So I'm not about to wait for Shiesty to come and get us. So she calls her boyfriend and her boyfriend is like, all right, I'm on the way. What do you see next to you? We see a gas station kind of up the road. So we're like, we're gonna walk to this gas station. And we speed walk to the gas station. Once we get to the gas station, Sky goes in, she gets the address, she tells her boyfriend what the address is. And then her boyfriend pull up in less than like 5-6 minutes. So we start getting in the car with him. Once we get in the car with him, Shiesty sends his location and Sky's boyfriend drives us over to Shiesty's location. And then we get in the car with Shiesty. And then we drive back to Sky's place for me to get my car because I had parked at her place. Sky ended up staying with her boyfriend. So she didn't come with us when we went back to her place to go get my car. So once we got there, I got my car and my cousin and her boyfriend, Shiesty, were like, do you want to go to Waffle House? I was like, hell yeah, because I'm hungry as hell. And after this traumatic experience, the first thing I want to do is eat. And then the second thing I want to do is take a shower. And the third thing I want to do is go to fucking bed. So we go to Waffle House, we eat, we reminisce about how fucking crazy this shit was. Y'all, this shit was crazy. I personally almost died twice. Once in the water, once almost falling off that fucking cliff. If I have any extra additional videos, I'll go ahead and insert. I do want to say that I really appreciate y'all for watching this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Okay? Make sure you subscribe. I have so many story times for y'all that are just fucking crazy. But if you don't subscribe, you're not a part of the tribe. So, baby, subscribe. The fuck? How you gonna hear about that one time that nigga tried to play me and I got my lick back? How you gonna hear about the time where that nigga was gay? How you gonna hear about the time where my whole family found out I lost my virginity? You tell me, because I don't know how you plan on hearing it. If you don't subscribe, how you gonna know? How you gonna know who that nigga is? Well, you won't know who the nigga is. Of course, I ain't gonna do him like that. But still, though, y'all, you gotta don't get left behind, okay? Because the price is going up, baby.